Welcome to Astronomy Daily, your go-to source for the latest and greatest news in the world of space and astronomy. I'm your host, Anna, and today we have an exciting lineup of stories. From Boeing's ongoing challenges with the Starliner capsule to a delay in SpaceX's historic Polaris Dawn mission due to a helium leak, there's plenty to discuss. We'll also look at Blue Origin's upcoming NS-26 mission and wrap up JAXA's successful Slim Lander mission despite communication issues. Finally, we'll dive into how scientists are pushing the boundaries in the search for dark matter with record-breaking results. Stay tuned as we dive into some fascinating updates. NASA's decision to send Boeing's Starliner capsule back to Earth without astronauts on board has cast a shadow over the future of this ambitious project and raised many questions. This decision marks another chapter in a series of challenges that have plagued Boeing's space endeavors, revealing ongoing technical issues and delays that the aerospace giant just can't seem to overcome. Originally, the mission was supposed to be a stepping stone, a test that would lead to NASA's certification of the Starliner for routine flights. The capsule was tasked with taking astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams to the International Space Station for a week-long stay. However, due to persistent problems, that week has stretched into 8 long months. The most pressing issue arose from Starliner's propulsion system. Malfunctions deemed the thrusters unsafe for the return journey, leaving Wilmore and Williams stranded on the ISS. Consequently, SpaceX stepped in, with their Crew Dragon capsule slated to bring the astronauts home next year. This incident has not only embarrassed Boeing, but also highlighted Elon Musk's SpaceX as the dominant player in the field of human spaceflight. Boeing has poured over $1 billion into Starliner since 2016, resulting in cost overruns, delays, and a host of technical glitches. The return costs amplify these issues, raising doubts about the unit's future viability. New CEO Kelly Ortberg now faces a monumental decision. Should Boeing continue investing in this struggling project or cut their losses and focus on rehabbing their core business? Elsewhere, Boeing's performance as the main contractor for NASA's Space Launch System, SLS rocket, has also been riddled with delays and cost overruns. U.S. government watchdogs have reported that the company is billions over budget and years behind schedule. These setbacks do not bode well for a company trying to find its footing in the competitive space industry, especially when major competitors like SpaceX and Blue Origin are racing ahead. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson has expressed confidence in Starliner's eventual success, but even he concedes that the next steps for Boeing in this program are far from guaranteed. Commenting on whether Boeing will continue with the program beyond the current mission, the company's spokeswoman has remained non-committal, stating that their immediate focus is on safely retrieving the spacecraft. Many industry analysts are skeptical about Starliner's prospects. Lori Garver, former NASA Deputy Administrator and a key architect of NASA's Commercial Crew Program, pointed out that Boeing has shouldered a significant portion of the financial burden and will likely continue to do so. Boeing's troubled space unit has suffered an exodus of skilled staff to more agile companies like SpaceX and Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin. The company's cumbersome supply chain and occasional software issues have made maneuvering in the space business more complicated compared to SpaceX's vertically integrated operation. Interestingly, there is an ongoing debate within Boeing's top management about the future of Starliner. Some analysts believe that Boeing may keep the project alive as a backup to SpaceX, potentially pivoting to serve private space stations post-2030. However, these long-term projections seem tenuous given the current state of affairs. Complicating matters, quality control has been another thorn in Boeing's side. Even the SLS rocket, another cornerstone project for NASA, has faced scrutiny for subpar production standards. Although NASA hasn't accurately tracked the extent of cost overruns, the delays and defects are well documented. Richard Abulafia, an aerospace analyst, suggests that Ortberg might crunch the numbers differently and negotiate with NASA to make Starliner viable, though he questions whether this would be the right move. As Boeing tries to navigate through these turbulent times, the Starliner conundrum remains an intricate puzzle that needs solving. NASA sees Boeing as a crucial player, a necessary backup to SpaceX in the rapidly evolving domain of crewed space missions. This duality ensures that, despite the setbacks, Boeing's space unit won't be easily written off. The company's focus now should be on fine-tuning its processes and meeting the high standards required for space exploration. Ultimately, the fate of Starliner hangs in the balance. With escalating costs, technical hurdles, and stiff competition, Boeing's new CEO faces an uphill battle to restore credibility and secure the future of their space program. As we watch these developments unfold, one thing is clear. Boeing will need more than hope to navigate these challenges successfully. Speaking of hiccups, SpaceX's anticipated Polaris Dawn mission has hit another snag with a delay caused by a helium leak. Originally set to launch early Tuesday morning from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, the mission is now postponed by at least 24 hours. The helium leak was discovered in the groundside quick disconnect umbilical, which is crucial for ensuring the proper pressurization of fuel lines on the Falcon 9 rocket. Despite the delay, both the Falcon 9 and the Crew Dragon capsule remain in excellent condition, and the crew is ready and prepared for their multi-day mission to low Earth orbit. The revised launch is now aimed for 3:38 a.m. EDT on Wednesday, but there are backup opportunities later in the morning just in case. This mission is highly anticipated, not just because it's a SpaceX launch, but also because it will feature the first ever private spacewalk. The Polaris Dawn mission is part of a larger human spaceflight project funded and organized by billionaire entrepreneur Jared Isaacman, who will also command this mission. Joining him will be pilot Scott "Kid" Poteet, a former lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Air Force, and mission specialists Sarah Gillis and Anna Menon, both engineers at SpaceX. On day 3 of the mission, Isaacman and Gillis will perform the historic spacewalk, marking a significant milestone in commercial spaceflight. Their goal is to achieve a maximum distance of about 870 miles from Earth, which would be the farthest any crewed mission has traveled since Apollo 17 back in 1972. The crew's preparations have been rigorous, ensuring they are fully equipped to handle any challenges they might face during this groundbreaking mission. The mission is part of the larger Polaris program, which aims to extend human exploration of space, making it more accessible to private individuals. It's worth noting that such delays are not uncommon in space missions, where safety and precision are of utmost importance. This minor setback does not detract from the significance and ambition of the Polaris Dawn mission. The delay is simply another example of the challenges inherent in space exploration and the meticulous care required to overcome them. So, while we'll have to wait a little longer to witness this historic launch, the anticipation continues to build. When the mission finally gets underway, it promises to deliver exciting new milestones in commercial space travel, pushing the boundaries of what private missions can achieve. Stay tuned for further updates on the rescheduled launch and the mission's progress. Meanwhile, Blue Origin is gearing up for its 8th human spaceflight mission, known as NS-26, scheduled to launch this week. This mission promises to be another milestone for the company as it continues to expand the horizons of suborbital space tourism. The reusable New Shepard rocket capsule combination, which has already served numerous missions, is set to lift off from Blue Origin's West Texas launch site, with the launch window opening at 9 a.m. EDT on Thursday. What's exciting about NS-26 is the diverse crew that will be on board. The mission includes 6 individuals from various backgrounds, showcasing the broadening appeal and accessibility of space tourism. Among the passengers will be Nicolina Elric, a philanthropist and entrepreneur, Rob Furl, a university professor, Eugene Grin, a businessman, cardiologist Ayman Jahangir, college student Carson Kitchen, and entrepreneur Ephraim Rabin. Notably, Carson Kitchen, a senior at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, will set a record as the youngest woman to cross the Kármán line, the widely recognized boundary where outer space begins. Blue Origin's New Shepard flights typically last between 10 and 12 minutes, from launch to the parachute-aided landing of the crew capsule back on Earth. This brief but exhilarating journey includes a few minutes of weightlessness for the passengers, providing a taste of space that was once only available to professional astronauts. This mission is the 26th flight for the New Shepard system, and it marks its 8th with a human crew. The first crewed mission took place on July 20th, 2021, carrying company founder Jeff Bezos, his brother Mark, aviation pioneer Wally Funk, and Dutch student Oliver Damon. Since then, Blue Origin has steadily built on that success, offering more seats to paying customers and bringing the dream of space travel closer to reality for more people. NS-26 continues Blue Origin's tradition of leveraging reusable rocket technology to make spaceflight more accessible and sustainable. Each launch contributes valuable data and experience, pushing the boundaries of what is possible in commercial space exploration. Be sure to tune in to Blue Origin's live stream of the launch, starting at 8:20 a.m. EDT on Thursday. This mission is yet another compelling chapter in the ongoing story of space tourism, showcasing human ingenuity and the relentless drive to explore the final frontier. On January 20th, 2024, The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, made a significant milestone in lunar exploration. Their smart lander for investigating Moon, also known as SLIM, successfully executed a soft landing on the Moon. This marked the first time a Japanese robotic mission had achieved such a feat. A testament to the meticulous planning and advanced technology JAXA brought to this mission. The lander was designed to investigate the origins of the Moon and to test numerous technologies critical to exploring the low-gravity lunar environment. However, the mission did encounter some unforeseen challenges. After several months of successful operations, mission controllers lost contact with the SLIM lander on April 28th. Despite exhaustive attempts to reestablish communication during the lunar day periods between May and July, they were unable to restore contact. On August 23rd, JAXA made the difficult decision to officially conclude operations with the SLIM mission after a final attempt to communicate with the lander proved unsuccessful. In a statement on their mission status page, the team described their last efforts and speculated that a solar flare might have affected the lander's onboard program. While these communication issues were a setback, the SLIM mission still achieved numerous scientific objectives during its operational period. One of the most remarkable accomplishments was the precision of SLIM's landing. The lander touched down with an error margin of just 10 meters from its targeted landing site, making it the world's first successful pinpoint landing on the Moon. This high-precision landing demonstrates JAXA's advanced capabilities in navigating and landing spacecraft on extraterrestrial bodies, which is crucial for future lunar missions and broader space exploration endeavors. In addition to its impressive landing accuracy, SLIM's multiband camera successfully performed spectral observations on 10 different lunar rock samples across 10 wavelength bands. This data will provide valuable insights into the composition and geological history of the Moon, contributing to our understanding of its formation and evolution. Furthermore, SLIM operated for 3 lunar nights, exceeding the original mission parameters. This unexpected longevity allowed the mission to gather more data and continue its scientific investigations far beyond what was initially planned. JAXA has promised to compile and release a detailed summary of SLIM's achievements, providing the scientific community and the public with comprehensive insights into the mission's findings and technological advancements. They have extended their deepest gratitude to everyone involved in the development and operation of SLIM, as well as to the many supporters who encouraged the mission throughout its journey. While the end of the SLIM mission might feel like a bittersweet conclusion, its achievements underscore JAXA's growing expertise and ambition in space exploration, paving the way for future missions to the Moon and beyond. Despite the challenges, SLIM exemplifies the spirit of exploration and discovery that drives space agencies around the world. Finally today. Nearly 1.5 kilometers underground in South Dakota, scientists have made a significant leap forward in the relentless search for dark matter. Equipped with the world's most sensitive dark matter detector, the Lux-Zeppelin, or LZ experiment, has set a new benchmark by probing almost 5 times deeper than any previous experiment in the pursuit of these elusive particles. Despite not discovering any dark matter particles this time, the advancements made are still groundbreaking. The absence of findings is in fact crucial as it narrows down the potential areas where dark matter might exist. This is monumental because dark matter is believed to be 5 times more abundant than ordinary matter, playing a critical role in the universe's formation and structure. The LZ detector is hunting for WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles, a leading theoretical candidate for dark matter. Located deep underground to shield it from cosmic rays and other interference, the detector's sensitivity allows it to identify interactions that were previously unobserved. In a recent assessment, the LZ experiment did not find evidence of WIMPs with a mass above 9 gigaelectron-volts, GeV. For context, a proton's mass is just under 1 GeV. This outcome is pivotal in refining theories and models about where and what dark matter could be. While finding nothing may sound disappointing, it's actually hugely informative, says University of Sydney physicist Teresa Fruth, who has been part of the LZ project for 9 years. Fruth emphasizes that understanding dark matter will deepen our grasp of the universe itself. Dark matter's mass contributes to the gravitational forces that help galaxies form, which means we wouldn't exist without it. The LZ experiment will continue to push boundaries, operating as the premier tool in dark matter research. The quest to pinpoint dark matter's nature continues, with each study bringing scientists closer to potentially rewriting the very fundamentals of particle physics and our understanding of the cosmos. So in essence, Lux-Zeppelin is not just setting records. It's laying down the stepping stones for future breakthroughs. Even in the absence of direct evidence, each experiment refines the map, guiding scientists with more precision towards where dark matter is and where it isn't. Stay tuned as these critical advancements edge us ever closer to solving one of the universe's most intriguing mysteries. That's all for today's episode of Astronomy Daily. I hope you enjoyed our exploration of these latest updates in space and astronomy. I'm Anna, and it's been a pleasure sharing these stories with you. Don't forget to visit our website at astronomydaily.io to sign up for our free daily newsletter and catch up on all the latest space news with our constantly updating newsfeed. You can also listen to all our back episodes there. Connect with us on social media by searching Astro Daily Pod on Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok. Until next time, keep looking up.